have, such as clean drinking water, food, shelter, and cleanup kits. You can scan the QR code on your screen or visit sinclaircares.com to make a quick and easy financial donation. Any amount helps, everyone, and our parent company will match up to $50,000.
We're not only here to enjoy the fair. We want to make sure that you are prepared for your trip down to Perry.
Yes, and let's go over some important details that you need to know. First, gates open from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day. Rides are open weekdays noon to 10 p.m. and on weekends from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Now, gate admission for adults is $15. Seniors 60 and up are $10. And children 10 and under are free with a paying adult. Now, make sure you mark your calendars for October 6th. That's going to be free admission for all military personnel, active, retired, reserve, and vets, along with immediate family members with military ID cards.
Well, to make your fair experience as enjoyable as possible, we have information you need to know before you head out to the fair.
That's right. We've got you covered from new attractions to fair policies. But first, we're going to start with some parking. Now, there are lots of spots at the north, west, and south gate entrances. Parking at the Georgia National Fair is always free. Handicap parking is available in all three lots as well. And more important is another important policy that everyone needs to remember is the fair's clear bag policy.
Yes, Brittany, they do need to remember that. All bags have to be clear and a certain size. Now, there are some exceptions for things like diaper bags and bags that hold items for infants or other medical needs. A wallet-sized bag or something smaller doesn't have to be clear.
Our youth policy is still in effect, so youth 17 years and younger will need a parent or guardian for entry after 5 p.m. each day, so remember that. Our gates are open until 9 p.m., but we do stop incoming traffic at 8:30 p.m. each night, so make sure if you're planning to enjoy a night at the fair to plan to visit before 8:30 p.m.
And there are some new attractions at the fair this year. They include the Space Adventure Thrill Show and the Andy Rott's Trick Roper, in addition to Safari Sam with Oscar the Grouch. Marketing Director Maggie Lane says there's also the amazing Bubble Factory and the Wheels of Agriculture game show.
So we've got a lot of exciting new things. We've got some new entertainment. One of those being just to my left, it's the Space Adventure Thrill Show. So that's going to feature a globe of death with motorcycle thrill stunt performers. We've also got a brand new Bubble Factory that will be encapsulating things as large as minivans in bubbles. So that's something we're really excited to feature. We have a new game show. It's a Wheels of Agriculture game show where you can test your agriculture knowledge to win prizes. I've been told the ultimate prize is to be in a money booth where you can win ag bucks and redeem it for fun fair prizes.
And WGXA News is proud to support the Georgia National Fair every year.
One of our sponsored attractions this year has people squealing with joy, and that's the Robinson's Racing Pigs.
That's right. WGXA News reporter William Bazzone is live with the race about to get underway. William, what's the race in Bacon looking like?
The only difference between our piggies and the ones you see back on the
Hey guys,
farm
yeah,
is
I'm right here at
we send our
Robinson's
pigs to
Racing
school.
Pigs here at the Georgia
You
National
see, we
Fair.
send
The
our pigs
first
to
race
University
just
of
happened.
PIG
4
down
speedy
Fort White,
squealers were
Florida.
racing around that
We're gonna
track.
go through a
I
key
just
training
truly could not
program.
take my
We
eyes
start
off
training
it.
our piggies when
Very
they're 4
exciting
weeks
scenes
old.
out here. They're going to
By
have
the
4
time
races,
they're
and
6
guess
or
what?
7
They're
weeks
also
old,
going to
they're ready
have
to race.
swimming pigs
Now,
as well.
these piggies
I've never
coming
seen
out
that
next
before. Everybody's
are
like,
the
when pigs
youngest of
fly,
our
I think
piggies.
when pigs swim is
These
also like
piggies are
an interesting thing
about
that I'm excited to see. But right now, we're
5
standing
months
by
old.
here waiting for a new race to start. It should be a very exciting night. If you're coming to the Georgia National Fair,
Come
this
on,
is an
man,
exhibit
guys.
you are
Let's go.
not
Load it up.
going to want to miss. Very, very fun stuff. Fun names like Dale Hoghart Jr., things like that. Very, very
Now,
fun
these
names here
piggies
from the
are
Robinson
cooking
family.
big
We're very excited out
crossroads
here,
with
and we'll
the
toss it
meat
back to you
pot
guys
belly
back in a
pig.
little bit.
This is William's first year at the fair, so I think he's in for a real treat when those pigs start running. One of the biggest attractions at the Georgia National Fair is that the fair showcases is the state's biggest industry, agriculture.
Brittany, indeed, and you'll find the Georgia Grown building is filled with a number of engaging exhibits that captivate and educate visitors. Those of us who live here know it doesn't get any better than Georgia Grown. Now the estimated 500,000 visitors expected at the Georgia National Fair will know it too, thanks to the exhibits inside the Georgia Grown building. One of the new attractions this year, a larger-than-life look at one of our state's biggest commodities, timber.
So this year in the Georgia Grown building, we are featuring a brand new forestry exhibit all about one of Georgia's largest industries that supports a lot of economic development in our great state. It's really big. Can't miss it right when you walk in the door.
Also looming large inside the Georgia Grown building, the Seed to Shirt experience, showing the life cycle of another huge Georgia crop, cotton, and a greenhouse with butterflies, explaining how these creatures bring us beauty beyond their good looks.
We have a greenhouse that features butterflies, which are great pollinators in our state as well.
But the learning does not stop there. There's lessons planned for the youngest visitors.
We have our Georgia Grown Schoolhouse where K through 5 we are featuring a couple of different lessons about various agriculture topics to inform the next generation of agriculturalists. And in addition to that, we have a lot of really great stakeholders in the agriculture industry, whether they're Georgia Grown members or they're one of our commodity commissions. We have them exhibiting in our building this year as well.
And if you love animals, you'll want to visit the birthing barn where new deliveries are expected daily.
We have cattle that are giving birth. Hopefully every day of the fair. We can't guarantee that, but it's a really great experience and a really great little thing to watch as you come in. We have several cattle that come in. The mamas come in and they are timed so that their birth is within the 11 days of the Georgia National Fair. And so we have registered veterinarians, our state veterinarian, private vets from WGXA, from across the state that come in and help facilitate those births. So we're having people that know exactly what they're doing and can make sure that the mamas are birthing as they should and helping through any complications that may arise.
All these grand attractions this year also mark a huge ag milestone.
This year we're actually celebrating the 150th anniversary of the Department of Agriculture. And so we do have an interactive display where you could walk around and walk through the history of the Department of Agriculture. So it lights up, it's really cool, it's tall, and then you can walk through it and kind of learn exactly the history of the department.
And what would a Georgia Grown building be without, well, products that are Georgia Grown?
The Georgia Grown Market is where all of our Georgia Grown members are highlighted. So they're able to bring in their products and consumers can come and buy those. And so we have jams, we have jellies, we have pickles, we have some jerkies, we have dog treats, anything like that. But in order to be a Georgia Grown member, it is required that your product is produced, made, manufactured, grown in the state of Georgia. So it has to meet one of those requirements. And all of those products in our Georgia Grown Market do meet those requirements. And people love locally grown products, locally produced products. They love to know that what they're buying is supporting the small businesses around them.
All right, so Brittany, stopping by the Georgia Grown building is a must when you come if you want the full experience of the Georgia National Fair.
It definitely sounds like a fun experience where you can also learn about agriculture. And, I have to say the fair is so big that it's hard to take it all in. This is my 3rd year coming, and I've never visited. Don't tell anybody, but I've never visited any of the Georgia Grown buildings. Year was my first time going into the Miller Murphy Howard building and seeing the exhibition inside of there. So you honestly have to come to the fair multiple days,
and
the 10 days that it's here.
You sure do, to take in everything. And I don't know, Brittany, if you were as amazed as I was when you and I arrived here together, and it wasn't even close to 5 o'clock yet, and the place was packed. A lot of people starting the weekend early.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's a great way to start your Friday. Bring the kids out.
Yeah.
It's not hot. There's an overcast.
Beautiful.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, today's the day. Who doesn't want to be? And it's first Friday.
I know.
It's been your first Friday at the fair.
It doesn't get better than that, does
That's
it? I
right.
love that, Brittany.
Well, coming up, we've got a rodeo unlike any other you've ever seen.
How these furry friends are going to take some kids for a ride. Stay with us. Well, welcome back to WGXA's Show on the Road, everyone.
We are live from the Georgia National Fair and ready to show you at home all the fun and festivities that are on display this year.
We sure are, Brittany, but let's not forget that many people are still dealing with the aftermath of Hurricane Helene's damage. It's affected the lives of tens of thousands of people, and now it's even starting to affect global supply chains, too.
Yeah, Greg, with the storm disrupting operations across the country, some are worried that it could lead to shortages similar to the pandemic. Ivan Rodriguez joins us from Atlanta and brings us the details.
On the outskirts of Spruce Pine, North Carolina, a town of less than 2,200 people, are two mines that produce the world's purest quartz.
These mines in this little town are responsible for 80 to 90% of the crucibles that are used by the semiconductor manufacturing industry to make silicon chips.
Because of the destruction and damage from Hurricane Helene, it could take weeks for the mines to be operational again, let alone rebuilding communities devastated by the storm so specialized employees can return to work. David Bader says this could lead to disruptions in the supply chain.
This will have an impact in our chips, and it could substantially add the delays to the processes, and that means delays in consumer products that use these chips, and also driving the cost to consumers higher.
During the last global chip shortage in 2021 caused by the pandemic, car manufacturers were building nearly complete cars, but without the chips to power critical features, they couldn't be shipped. Although some chip manufacturers may have several weeks' supply of high-purity quartz in order to continue production, a longer shutdown paints a grim picture.
Any disruption, such as this event from Hurricane Helene is causing, may have profound impacts for potentially months to come.
I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
All right, well, this one's for Greg Lloyd because I know he loves reptiles, and I've got this red-tip boa constrictor around me right now. It's about a 7-foot one. It's relaxed because I'm fairly relaxed, but this is part of the reptile exhibit here. Everybody comes to the fair and you're always thinking of farm animals, but not reptiles. But this gentleman here has all sorts of snakes, including rattlesnakes and copperheads and cottonmouth alligators. He's got a giant tortoise behind us as well. And of course, all sorts of lizards, caiman crocodiles, and everything like that. So a lot he's got here to show you. I'm a little cautious, I'll be honest with you, but the snake, again, it's just chilling like we are here at the fair this evening. Now, let's start talking about the weather forecast, and if we'll pull my graphics full, we'll see that we are tracking Hurricane Kirk. It continues to be a very powerful Category 4 storm out in the Atlantic. Again, it will be a fish storm, not impacting us in the U.S., and that is certainly some good news, but again, that is a well-defined storm, and that's something you don't want to see. Of course, as we look at the forecast for us in Middle Georgia, our next weather maker is going to be a strong cold front that's going to be bringing that first taste of fall air to us next week. Until then, mainly dry the next 7 days across Middle Georgia. And of course, we are keeping an eye on the Gulf of Mexico. Hurricane season, it still goes for another 2 months. And the National Hurricane Center has actually increased the chance of development down in the Gulf of Mexico to 50%. And again, X marks the spot when it comes to these systems. That's a medium percent chance, but again, that's just something we're going to be watching. Not too concerned, because when we do the model comparison, and we're going to continue to show you this, the American model and both the GFS model, or excuse me, the European model, both show that cold front coming through early next week, and that means that front is going to push that system off towards the east. We're talking widespread rain across the Florida Peninsula by the middle part of next week, but for the most part, it looks like it could be a tropical storm. Don't know if it's going to be a hurricane, but that is, thankfully, that front will come through and deflect that system off towards the east, so that is a blessing. And again, you can see that in the rainfall totals. The Florida Peninsula from Orlando off towards the south, 4 to 8 inches of rain likely the next 7 days. Notice us in middle Georgia, no color showing up. That means it's going to be relatively dry. And again, that certainly is great news as we are in the middle of the Georgia National Fair. Now this evening it is mainly cloudy and there are a few showers out there. No need to bring the rain gear if you're heading out to the fair or even to one of those Friday night football games. Most of the rain, it's very light, a lot of it not even reaching the ground, but the rain that is falling, it's roughly evaporating, or it's amounting to sprinkles essentially as you use your windshield wipers once or twice. And then as we head through the weekend, we will start to see a clearing sky, and the weekend looks great across middle Georgia, and that will continue in the next week. And as I said, rain chances near zero all weekend long and through next week. And even with that front coming through, it's going to be a dry, cold front. That means it comes through in dry fashion. No threat for severe weather, no rain, but it will bring a refreshing air mass. Now, here is that 10-day forecast. We're talking mid-80s for us on tomorrow with more clouds than sunshine. Lots of sunshine for Sunday. Our hottest day, I do believe, will be Monday when it's going to be 88 degrees. But then that front comes through on Tuesday. We're talking lower 80s. And the next week, check out that taste of fall. Upper 70s for highs. Even by next Friday, we're going to be in the mid-70s. And we're going to have a very cool morning. I think we'll see widespread 40s by this time next week. Even some low 50s. And of course, that is what we are dealing with. Now, if you come back to me here at the fair, the weather, again, it's mainly cloudy today, but that is keeping the temperatures down. It's fairly comfortable. But me and my photographer, Perry Smith, we got a new adventure to go to. So we'll see you in a few minutes. Greg, Brittany.
Thanks, Ryan. You know, I want to say, since he mentioned that he's with Perry Smith, it is Perry Smith's birthday, and everybody around town knows him. So we got to give him a shout out right now. All right, coming up in our next half hour, we're strapping on our boots and heading to the rodeo.
Yes, how some furry friends are going to take some kids for a ride like you won't expect. Stay with us.
Well, our plans to be here for the fair have been in motion for months, but we know it's been an unprecedented week for our state. We want to pause for news and the latest on Helene recovery.
Yes, Brittany. Well, former President Donald Trump heads to Georgia and North Carolina today. While in Georgia, Trump is expected to join Governor Brian Kemp to tour Hurricane Helene damage.
Trump's campaign says the two men will receive a briefing on response efforts and give remarks. This will be Trump's second time this week to the state. Then he'll travel to North Carolina to host a town hall in Fayetteville this evening.
According to his campaign, he will take voters' questions, listen to concerns, and share more about his policies.
Meanwhile, Vice President Kamala Harris is campaigning in Michigan today.
Harris is expected to host events in Flint and Detroit, and the exact locations or what she plans to address have not been announced. This visit to the Union stronghold of Flint comes a day after U.S. dock workers rescinded their strike with the hopes of a new contract deal.
Both presidential candidates are battling for working class support, which could tip the scales in the election, with Harris having failed to cinch some major union endorsements.
Well, everybody, we have so much more for you from the Georgia National Fair.
That's right. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back. According to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, a GBI medical examiner has ruled Stephen Fawcett's death a homicide. Now, you may remember he was tased while in custody at the Bibb County Jail last May. The 41-year-old died at an area hospital following what deputies called at the time a medical emergency.
Authorities later revealed that Fawcett was tased after his medical emergency, not before. Fawcett's family held a press conference in late August demanding answers while the investigation was ongoing. The GBI tells us they were contacted on Wednesday, October 2nd by the Macon Judicial Circuit along with the Bibb County Sheriff's Office to investigate. Right now, no other details are available. And of course, you can always stay up to date with the news of the day at WGXA.tv.
That's right.
We're going to turn our attention back to the fair, I believe.
We sure are. We hope you're hungry. We're not. We've already had lots of food.
We have.
Or at least I'll speak for myself. I have
Me
had
too.
lots of treats so far. But coming up, we'll take a look at some of those fair food options for you this year. Stay with us.
Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you?
Here we go. Woo!
What'd you say?
Y'all give him a hand. Sorry. Texas, Tennessee, Mount Airy, Georgia.
I haven't even had a hit yet. Oh, got you. Okay, got you. So my next hit is at 5:37? Okay, got you.
Hey, William, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And mic check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Good evening, Middle Georgia. I'm Brittany Miller.
I'm Greg Lloyd with a special edition of WGXA News on the Road live at the Georgia National Fair in Perry.
We have a great show for you tonight, folks. It's full of both information and some fair fun.
It certainly is, Brittany. But first, we want to get to some weather because we know if you're planning to head out to the fair this weekend, we know you probably want to know what the forecast has in store.
That's right. Do you need to bring your umbrella? Do you need to bring your jacket? Chief Meteorologist Ryan Sennett joins us now with the forecast. Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Brittany and Greg. Yeah, absolutely. You don't need the jackets. You don't need the umbrella. Now, it's a cloudy Friday evening across Middle Georgia, but that's okay because these clouds aren't producing any rainfall. But, of course, me and my photographer, Perry Smith, whose birthday it is today, we're out on the midway in between shots. I was trying to get to another location with some more wild animals, but I couldn't make it. But I am looking at some of the fair food I'm going to be trying out. I got hot fudge and caramel waffle nachos I'm eyeing right now, as well as chocolate-covered bananas. My man right here, he's got some barbecue sauce he's going to give us, this Uncle Grump's barbecue sauce. I may have to steal a bottle of that if he's willing. But overall, it's a pretty good evening for any festivities. And again, as we look at our graphics full size, you can see the radar. There is light rain ongoing across portions of Middle Georgia, mainly down in Crisp, as well as Dooley County and Wilcox County. There are some heavier downpours, but for us in southern Houston County, we're in great shape. Maybe a few sprinkles throughout the evening, but overall, no real issues expected, so that's certainly some good news. Now, it is Friday night football, of course, so people heading out to the stadiums across Middle Georgia to play or to check out your favorite team, the weather should cooperate. It is mainly cloudy. Temperatures in the 70s for the most part, so we're losing a lot of that heat that we've been dealing with earlier in this football season, but again, the clouds will stick around for most of the evening and overnight hours. But again, here is that National Fair forecast for tomorrow. Still going to be mainly cloudy, I do believe, down here in Perry. 84 degrees, 83 for our Sunday, and then we're in the mid to upper 80s for Monday and Tuesday. But late next week, a cold front comes through. I'm telling you, the second half of the fair, the weather is going to be exceptional. And of course, we'll be talking about that coming up in Maine Weather. And I'll see you on the other side as I go try to find some more mischief to get into.
I'm just glad he's okay after having that snake around his neck earlier.
Yeah, and I have to say, if you find some food, don't you come back here empty-handed, Ryan.
Hey, Brittany speaks the truth. We expect food. Thanks a lot, Ryan. Well, we don't want to hog all the fun. We want to bring you at home to the Georgia National Fair with information that you need to know. We want to tell you to come on out here, too.
We sure do, Greg. All you have to do is scan the QR code on your screen or visit WGXA.tv/station/contest, and there you'll enter the keyword for your chance to win some tickets. The keyword is cotton candy. I'm going to give it to you one more time. The keyword is cotton candy. Enter now for your chance to win a family 4-pack of tickets. Now, you have to be 18 years or older to enter. For a complete list of rules and details, head to our website. Like you've heard us tell you, we're not just here to enjoy the fair. We are here to get you prepared for your trip to the fair.
We certainly are, Brittany. So we want to go over some things that you need to know before you head out. First, gates open from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day. Rides are open weekdays noon to 10 p.m. and on weekends from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
A gate admission for adults is $15. Seniors 60 and up are $10. And kids 10 and under are free as long as they're with a paying adult. Now, mark your calendars for October 6th. That day is going to be free admission for all military personnel, whether active, retired, reserve, or a veteran, along with immediate family members who have military IDs.
Now, to make your fair experience as enjoyable as possible, we also wanted to tell you about some rules here at the fair.
Yeah, we've got you covered from the attractions to those fair policies. But first, we're going to start with parking. There are lots of parking spaces at the north, west, and south gate entrances, and parking at the Georgia National Fair is always free. There's also handicap parking available at all 3 lots. Another important policy that everyone needs to remember is the fair's clear bag policy.
Yes, Brittany, that's right. All bags have to be clear in a certain size. There are some exceptions for things like diaper bags or bags that hold items that are medical necessities or for infants. A wallet-sized bag or something smaller does not have to be clear.
All right, so there are some new attractions at the fair this year. I'm sorry, I skipped over Maggie telling you about the policy, but I'm going to tell you about the new attractions at the fair this year. They include the Space Adventure Thrill Show and the Andy Rotz Trick Roper, in addition to Safari Sam with Oscar the Grouch. Our marketing director, Maggie Lane, says there's also the amazing Bubble Factory and the Wheels of Agriculture game show.
So we've got a lot of exciting new things. We've got some new entertainment. One of those being just to my left, it's the Space Adventure Thrill Show. So that's going to feature a globe of death with motorcycle thrill stunt performers. We've also got a brand new Bubble Factory that will be encapsulating things as large as minivans in bubbles. So that's something we're really excited to feature. We have a new game show. It's a Wheels of Agriculture game show where you can test your agriculture knowledge to win prizes. I've been told the ultimate prize is to be in a money booth where you can win ag bucks and redeem it for fun fair prizes.
Wheels of Agriculture, that's something Mr. On the Farm would be good at. If you want to recognize 35 years of the Georgia National Fair, there's a shop for that. This year, there's a commemorative 35th anniversary t-shirt. It's an exclusive keepsake the fair is selling to mark the milestone. And if a ball cap is more your thing, you're in luck too. Now, one of the biggest attractions at the state fair is the rides.
And Brittany, this year, guess what? There are even some more new rides than just the ones that you're familiar with. We had a chance to speak with Richard Reithofer of Reithofer Shows. He talked about the variety of rides that patrons can expect at this year's fair.
This is our 35th year at the Georgia National Fair, and this year we have 68 rides at the fair. And of those 68 rides, we have 7 brand new rides that have never been here before. Most of these rides come from Europe, and we have new spectaculars for the teenagers and kiddie rides for the younger kids at heart.
You know, Brittany, I just want to say for just a second, I'm so glad to get to experience the fair with you, my friend. This is fun stuff we're having.
Yes, we are having a
great
good time, even though we're not on the ride.
That's right. Later, after work, we're going to do that. But speaking of after a 5-year hiatus, a very popular attraction is back.
It's the kind of rodeo that's targeted for the little ones.
WGXA news reporter Gloria Ruth Finney shows us what mutton bustin' is all about. Gloria Ruth.
And Brittany, now the guys from Triple B Ranch in Athens came here to Perry with 30 sheep. And the people in the bleachers are already set up to watch these people behind me suit up and get ready to ride.
It's really fun.
Scott Brown really is the GOAT.
And don't look so surprised.
I've roped and team roped all my life.
And the same goes for his sons.
We've been in it for a while. Been to China. We put on the first barrel race over there they put on. Brazil, Italy. I mean, I've been blessed. I've been a lot of places to do a lot of things.
So why did he bring 30 sheep to the Georgia National Fair?
Giving gold belt buckles from the Wool Riders Association.
Did we hear that right?
The Wool Riders Association.
The Wool Riders Association.
This is a thing.
Yes.
Yep, this is mutton busting.
We'll load them in the chute up here. And they got 6 seconds to ride.
Not these kids, these kids.
Kids has got to be 65 pounds and less. Some of them is like woolly. So they got to just get them a grip.
And that's how you hang on, or try to at least. For some of these riders, this very well may be their first rodeo.
I think a lot of them, they start out mutton busting, then they go to steers, and then they go to bulls or broncs, one of the two.
While they say cowgirls don't cry, there are a few exceptions, but not for fearless 5-year-old Adeline Morrow.
I like riding on sheep.
She's not sheepish at all. Her big piece of advice:
hold on tight.
They wear helmets.
You don't want a kid to get hurt, by no means.
And vests, just like the big leagues. Once they're suited up, it's time to hop on. The gate shuts, the chute opens. Then it's time to ride. It may be harder than it looks to hang on for 6 seconds, but it's not their only chance. These guys will be here for the entirety of the Georgia National Fair. Gloria Ruth-Finney, WGXA News.
Now, I was really impressed with the bravery of some of these kids who signed up and hopped right on. Now, I'm going to go over here and watch a little bit more of this rodeo. Back to you guys.
Get away with that stuff.
Thanks, Gloria Ruth. I love that for the kids and for the kids. Okay, part of the state fair is getting up close and personal with the livestock.
There are plenty of opportunities to do just that and learn more about life on the farm. WGXA News' Alicia McKinnon takes us for a tour.
I am getting her ready to show. You have to, dairy cows, you clip them clean so they can see all their muscles, and you want to make sure that you can see their ribs and their belly. You want to make sure their belly looks good. With a dairy cow, it's not so much like a beef cow. You want fat beef cows, but not so much dairy cows. But right now, this is called the top line. And the reason we do it is when there may be a little imperfection. See how much straighter that makes her back look? When you work with the hair, you're trying to get it to where it makes their back straight as it can be. But yeah, she gets shaved every 2 weeks during show season. And you do the head all the way to the feet, all the way down to their feet. I mean, it's just like taking care of a baby. Stalls are cleaned every day, fresh water, food. You have to train them like you would a dog. These animals will, mine will not be milked, but most of them will go on to work on a dairy. So ours, we just raise dairy cows and get them for the kids in Dawson County to show. It's a true passion of mine.
And if you're interested in learning more, visit any number of animal exhibits that are here at the Georgia National Fair. Well, you know, Brittany, there's no question that fair food is a staple for visitors here.
That's the only reason that I come. There's a fun twist this year, a fair food fight. WGXA News reporter William Bazone is live with the details. What you snacking on, William?
Hey Greg, hey Brittany, good evening. We are here at what the judges are calling the Sweet Choice Favorite Polar Bear Ice Cream, and here with me is Griff Gillette. Griff, how are you this evening?
Fantastic. After we got the Judges' Choice Award, how could it be a bad day?
Absolutely. And then what do you got snacking for me today? Everybody wants to know on TV here. What am I going to be trying here on the air?
Well, we've got the s'more sandwich that we went with, but I have some homemade butter pecan coming right out of the batch freezer right now from scratch, and it is delicious, so I think we should try that.
I would totally agree. So these guys are located right by the national stage. You're just going to turn right and it'll be right there. It is just very well decorated, very exciting. And then, you know, tell me, like, what does this award mean to you? Just like after all these years of being in business, you know, just walk me through that.
Well, we've been here 35 years in the fair business, and we're one of the last ones in the whole United States to make homemade ice cream from scratch at the fair for the guests. So when we get awarded things like this from doing a good job and coming up with creativity and good stuff, it means the world to us. And my brother won the Savory Award with the pizza, so it was the two brothers this year.
And that's the thing as well. I'm sure there's now going to be some other foods you want to try. That bacon pickle pizza also sounds to die for. I'm just like, if I was here all day, it would be like a disaster. My wallet would not only be empty, but I'd also be like weighing about as much as that clock tower right there. We're just waiting here to see this butter pecan ice cream. It's going to be going down. Oh, we're gonna walk and talk right here. All right.
We just need a little of that butter pecan that just got made.
A little bit of the butter pecan by. Stand by with us. Stand by.
And we're gonna have it.
And you said it's made with buttered fat, correct?
It's made with pure butter fat, which is the base of all ice cream. We use a high percentage, 14%, and then we have no fillers, no emulsifiers. It's all natural ice cream.
Yeah, it's funny. When I was in high school, I worked at an ice cream store. We were doing like custard and stuff.
We use liquid. Okay. We'll see if that meets the challenge.
Here we go. I'm gonna have
hold
to.
The mic?
I may need you to hold the mic.
All right. I'm used to this stuff.
Here we go, guys.
So that just came out homemade, and we make 300 different flavors from scratch.
Guys, this is really good. You're gonna have to come here and try it. Very good. I would give that a 10 out of 10.
Great.
Thank you, Griff, for letting us come out here. Come out here to Polar Bear Ice Cream and try some of this delicious butter pecan ice cream. To die for. Greg and Brittany, back to you.
Thanks, William. 10 out of 10. That's a high ranking. William's not the only one tasting something, though.
That's right,
Greg
Brittany.
and I have one of the contenders. This is actually the winner of the savory portion of the Fair Food Fight. This is Gillette's Pickle Bacon Pizza, and Greg and I have foolishly agreed to taste it live on TV.
And we're scared, but we're going to try
Yes,
it.
we are. You
Okay.
first. It's pickly.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
Bad.
I like it.
Yeah. Well,
a little messy, but good.
Very, very messy. Very messy, but not as bad as I thought it might be. How about that? I see how they won.
I see how they won, too. A little ranch maybe in it, too?
There might be. I didn't think pickles and bacon would go together so well.
It does, though. Oh, my goodness. You have to take this away from me. I'll be eating this.
Well, we're going to hurry up and get to break so that we can finish eating this. But don't forget that you can wrap up your day here at the fair with a blast.
Expect fireworks nightly to close out your experience. We've got a lot for you when we come back.
Well, we're back at the Georgia National Fair, and I'm in the beef and dairy livestock area, so I have moved over to the cow area, and that's what we're looking at. I'm checking out the dairy cows right now. This is a Holstein cow, and its name is Gemma. Of course, it is not too happy with me right now, and again, beautiful cow. All these livestock are beautiful, and of course, they're all being judged on what they do. They're beautiful, looking good, but this is the dairy cow. And again, her name's Gemma, owned by Emma Collier of Dawson County. So we're in the livestock area. You got Jersey cows, you got a little bit of everything, and that is what we're dealing with. Again, so many people here, and so they're out here enjoying these beautiful livestock that are taken care of throughout the year and showcasing them as we head through the judging contest over the next several days. Now, again, I do weather, so let's talk weather. Let's take our graphics full. And again, you can see Hurricane Kirk. It is out in the Atlantic, but it is not going to be a problem for us. We're just showing you it because it is such a powerful storm. It's a Category 4 storm, but our weather headlines will continue to feature that cold front next week that's going to be bringing us fantastic weather by the middle part of next week, and that is certainly some good news for the Georgia National Fair. And of course, we are keeping our eye on the Gulf of Mexico. Still watching that area. That X marks the spot, about a 50% chance of development over the next 7 days. We'll keep an eye on it through the weekend, but the good news is when we look at the model comparison, we are talking about that front coming through next week. That's actually going to push the system away from us, and that's exactly what we want. It's showing it going across the peninsula of Florida from Orlando to Miami, and that's where they're going to have a lot of rainfall starting this weekend and then next week. 4 to 8 inches of rainfall, but notice the next 7 days we're looking dry here in middle Georgia. So again, a few sprinkles this evening, relatively quiet and calm conditions. That highlights our forecast for the foreseeable future. But overall, doesn't look bad outside, and that's just what we're going to continue to deal with as we head through the next several days. And again, it's going to be rain-free for the foreseeable future, and that is certainly some great news. But let's talk about those temperatures. 80s the next several days, and then as we talk about next week, that front comes through on Tuesday. We are talking cooler weather, upper 80s, low 70s. How about that? Morning lows will likely fall into the 40s late next week. So that is what we got to deal with. Great weather for the Georgia National Fair. No threat for rain all fair long, and that's certainly some good news. I'll send it back to you guys.
All right, Ryan, thank you. Gosh, Brittany and I are we are in love with this pizza. Let me tell you, we went from being skeptics to being
We're lovers.
on board.
Yes, that's right. When we come back, a local football player making a difference.
We'll have this week's Game Changer when we're back. It's time for this week's Game Changer.
Carlos Stevens introduces us to this week's nominee.
What's up, sports fans? It's WGXA's Carlos Stevens out here with our game changer of the week, Kaylin Hornaday. Kaylin, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm KK. I've been playing softball since I was 9 years old and have been through rec ball, little league, travel ball, and I'm here now.
Now, let's talk also about your leadership on the field as well as off the field. What does that look like?
So we are students first before athletes, and in the classroom is just as important as being out here.
Also, I've been told you do some really great work outside of school. Talk to me about that. What do we do?
So I'm a student athletic trainer here. I've done it since my sophomore year, and it's what I want to do as my career.
Why do you care for people?
So I've always been around the sports world, everything, and it's just really interesting to see all these other sports, and it's just, I make friends with a lot of people through this, and you just learn to like people and care about them as you get to know them.
As an athlete, what does that mean to have your family support?
It's really nice. There's some that don't, and my family is all in on my sports, and they give everything they have.
Speaking of your parents, once again, obviously they've done a lot. If you
Right.
could say something as a thank you message, what are you saying to them?
Just thank you for everything. They've done a lot for me, and sometimes I don't really understand, but they really do, and they put in all their effort and all their time in on me. And I have 2 other siblings too, and they really balance it all really well.
Game Changers, sponsored by Jack's Family Restaurants.
And don't forget to email your Game Changer nominations to news@WGXA-TV.com.
Well, one big part of the Georgia National Fair, the concerts.
And there's a big lineup this year, including the following. Josh Turner takes the stage tonight. Rock band Warrant is playing on October the 8th.
And Genuine plays the following night on the 9th. And if you like 80s sound, check out Yachtly Crew October 11th.
As always, the concerts are free with your paid admission to the fair.
They've been playing some music tonight. We are really far from it, but you can hear it. I have been doing a little bit of a groove during the commercial breaks.
When it comes to assignments, we lucked out here, didn't we?
We sure
Oh,
did.
we've had such a wonderful time.
We sure have. We hope that you come out so that you can have a great time as well. And that's it for WGXA News. We invite you to join us at 6 on ABC 16.
Good night, everybody.